and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today to talk about books. And because of the way this month has fallen, with there being only 3 Mondays, including this week, left in the month, I'm going to combine the first 2 books that I read into this one video. So today we are going to talk about Hansel and Gretel by Stephen King with the illustrations by Maurice Sendak, and Keep Your Friends Close by Cynthia Murphy. We'll start with Hansel and Gretel by Stephen King with illustrations by Maurice Sendak. And I honestly didn't know what to expect from this book. Is it a children's book with a story written for children? Or is it something dark, like you'd expect from Stephen King, and the intended audience being adults? So this is straight up a children's book of the story of Hansel and Gretel. The illustrations are by Maurice Sendak, and they are from artwork he created for the 1997 staging of the opera Hansel and Gretel. And there's my bingo card. And the drawings are amazing. So I really enjoyed the illustrations and the book too. The story is really good. It's something you can read with your children or your grandchildren, and it's nice if you want to share one of your favorite authors with them with an age-appropriate read. If you are looking more for a Stephen King adult story, this is not what you're looking for. So if you have come looking for an adult Stephen King fairy tale, I have 2 suggestions for you. Sleeping Beauties, which I don't have a copy of, but which he wrote with his son Owen, takes place in the future. And it's one of the books I haven't gotten to yet, but it's definitely one I want to read. The other book I'd suggest is Fairytale. Now, on to our other book for the day, Keep Your Friends Close by Cynthia Murphy. And when I chose this book, which is a YA thriller, I had not realized or remembered that I had already read a book by this author, so I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this book. What's it about? Chloe is in her senior year at an elite boarding school, and she's just returning to school for the start of the school year. She had dreamt of being the head girl, but she was, as she says, cheated out of it by her ex-best friend. But Chloe is deputy head girl, and she's going to make everything she can out of that. She returns to school to find out that this same ex-friend has stolen her boyfriend, and Chloe is not happy. Some of the students in the school, including head girl, head boy, and their deputies, are part of the school's secret society, Jewel and Bone. The society isn't as secret as the members believe it to be, especially now that this year all the girls in the society wear a jeweled skull pin. Also, the society members are not all that beloved by others. When Chloe is telling her new roommates about how upset she is with her ex-best friend, they encourage her to add that person to the book of crime and punishment. And Chloe didn't know anything about this book, and her 2 roommates tell her that they're the guardians of the book, and they just found out about it at the end of last year. It's a book where students can keep track of wrongdoings committed against them by other students, and include in there the punishment that the wrongdoer will experience. And as Chloe flips through the pages, one thing that really brings home that the secret society isn't secret is that all of the girls in that society are listed in the pages of that book. One member of Jewel and Bone is soon found dead, and then another. Their deaths correspond to the punishments that were notated in the book. Chloe is convinced that someone is targeting the female members of Jewel and Bone, and she believes she knows who it is. And she decides to investigate, and she gets her roommates to help her with the investigation. So are they going to find the guilty party or parties before it is too late? Keep Your Friends Close explores the dark side of ambition and loyalty and the lengths people will go to get what they believe is theirs. The story takes place in 1999, so if you are interested in this time period, just before and as we moved into the new millennium, you might find this book interesting. It's fast-paced until about 3/4 of the way through. You might also figure out who the guilty party is. So what can you read for a similar experience? And first, I'm going to suggest And We Were Monsters by Jennifer Niven. And this is a book I've talked about already this year, but I actually liked it a little better than Keep Your Friends Close. And to me, it seems like more of a dark academia read because not only are they in a school setting, but they're actually more about learning, and learning being a priority for them. 8 students are chosen for a reading retreat. When they arrive, the author hosting the retreat encourages them to let go of their inhibitions. But how far will they take it? If you read Keep Your Friends Close and you like it, you might want to try another of Cynthia Murphy's book. I have here The Midnight Game. And it's a group of 6 strangers who interact online, and they decide to meet in person to play the midnight game. The book includes the story told from their perspective, interspersed with their group chats and the texts of their group chats, or the transcripts of their group chats. Let's check out the bingo card and see what I got done. YA, mystery, or thriller. Green on the cover. Blue on the cover. Both of them were new release books. Red on the cover. There is red right there. White on the cover. And short book. So we've got 7 of the prompts checked off with those first 2 books. Next time, we'll be talking about the graphic novel series Mickey Falls, which is 4 books. So spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So I hope that you will join me then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.